It's not your fault. I know. No, you don't. It's not your fault.
I've talked about happiness and how it is the holy grail to get women. I've told you how to be happy. Now I'm going to tell you how to get rid of all those frustrations, all those hesitations, the nervousness, the burning, the butterflies of unease, the confusions, and the errors that manifest itself when your mind says do this, and your body and personality do not follow. All of these can be washed away, forever. Yes, you thought yourself ignorant about women, so inexperienced, so confused, and you just seemed to be following an evil circle. Maybe you were like me, a super mega dork who slept through life until you found someone to teach you this. And perhaps like I did, you read and reread all material on women and life you could get your hands on. But what if I told you that you knew how to be a true man at one point in time? And I do not mean in a specific situation or hour. I mean at one point in your life you knew everything about women and handled them with perfect ease, so perfect that it was 100% natural. And if anyone told you to view a website or books for information, you would laugh yourself silly. Don't you think that would change everything? Wouldn't you say to yourself, well, if I was the perfect man, then I would try to remember how I thought and what I did when I was that way, rather than mine endless videos and books. After all, if I knew how to be a man, then I require only recollection, not revelation. Go find a picture of yourself when you were around the age of 6. Look at it. He is smiling joyfully without a care in the world. He doesn't know of his future and turning into the sad adult that you are now. Hormonally, the only difference between you and your youthful shadow is that you are flooded in testosterone and in a state of chemical madness. Your youthful shadow knows better of the joys of life. But Poppy, I'm an adult now. I have responsibilities such as bills and chores and work to do. I have no time for such nonsense. Do you? I bet when you were a kid, you were a natural womanizer. You probably got all the girls in the sandbox. As a child, you knew how to treat women. 1. You knew that there is a difference between male and female. And you probably still know, it's just that some maniacs and intellectuals try to change nature. 2. You knew that it was improper to be girlish. You would and should be beaten up on the playground. It's an error in the brain called philosophy that make us believe, as we get older, that you can free yourself from gender. But you knew at an early age that you cannot free yourself from gender. 3. You also knew that girls were not to be taken seriously. After all, they're girls. Only nice guys take women seriously in every and all things. They just cannot say no to her. 4. Girls needed be guided, teased, because after all, they were girls, and as such, tended to mess things up. You pulled their hair, made fun of their clothes, not because some internet guru told you to do so, but because you knew instinctively that it was right and proper for you to do. As a boy, you would never leave the plans up to the woman. When you were a kid, you had to say what you two were going to do, when, where, and sometimes why. You had to be direct. Why do I need a plan, Poppy? Why can't we do what she wants to do? Because she has no idea what she wants to do. Have you ever tried to make plans with a girl and asked her when she wants to come over? It goes something like this. When do you want to come over? I don't know. On Tuesday or Thursday? I just don't know. How about Wednesday? Is that okay for you? Maybe. What about Tuesday or Friday? I don't know. I am coming to pick you up at 7:45 p.m. on Wednesday. Okay. 5. You did not get into serious talks with a girl. You did not try to impress her with how intellectual you are. What you did was probably hit her, cried tag, ran off, and she would chase after you. You would get on the swings, you would push her off the slides. On the seesaw, you would try to fall as fast as possible to catapult her away. Everything you did with a girl was action dates. Nice guys try to cook the lady dinner. You wouldn't even dare do such a thing when you were young. Some of my best dates were ones as simple as taking the girl to the park and run around like little kids. 6. As a kid, you loved to sing. You loved to laugh. What do you do now? You are so uptight that you wouldn't catch yourself dead singing outside your home. And what happened to that happy laughter that marked your childhood? Why are you taking everything so seriously now? 7. You embraced your imagination. If you played with a girl, it was to be on your terms. No boy is ever going to say to a girl, whatever you want to do. What do you do now? Let's go get dinner. boring. 8. In your childhood, you had one eternal enemy. Can you guess what it was? It was boredom. Like a void, it encroached on you in school, ensnared you with a stupid trip with the parents, and enveloped you as you stepped on the school bus. You embraced every chance for play. If there is one thing a man must never do to a woman, it is this: do not bore her. Make her happy, make her angry, make her laugh, anything but bore her. That enemy, boredom, is back, and women are looking for you to strike it down. Embrace your youth and live again for the first time. 9. And you were probably even aware fashion. You knew that this shirt would go with these shoes. Nice guys and losers try to do nothing for their appearance and say, "She will like me for who I am." And with the same breath, ignore the chicks who do nothing appearance-wise while getting shot down by the real women. 10. When you were young, your father was a demigod for you. You both feared and loved him. He could be playful when he wanted to, but he always was a source of strength, always confident, and always seemed to know the solution to any problem you came across. This feeling of awe you thought of your father is the perfect definition of a man. When you strive to be that same towering figure, which seemed to have solutions to all problems, confidence for all troubles, know-how for all messes, stability for all storms, women will react to you in the same way. You probably know the phrase, "Women want to marry their fathers." But this phrase has been taken completely out of context. Women want to marry that guy, that man they knew when they were a little girl. You can only understand and become that man through the eyes of the young boy. And I would say to women to treat men the same way. Women are most charming when they view us as boys. Look at that picture of the young you. Now look in the mirror. The blazing light in the youth's eyes, the curiosity and the wonders he saw at nature and life, the joy he loved at any occasion. Are they still part of you? Look into the mirror. Is the same light in your eyes? If not, then you know what you need to do. Women go nuts over a guy who keeps his boyhood charm as women want an escape. They do not want to hear your views on the world. They want to have the happiness and fun of their childhood back, just like everyone else. They will fight for the rare men who truly live like this. Our minds start out pristine and pure, and everything is playful, fun, and simple. But as time passes, philosophies and bitter memories accumulate. The diseased person looks at life only through the philosophical lens, living a life of past memories, and so his life decays and decays until there is no life within him. Many people get swallowed up in their vanity, all believing themselves brilliant and smart. They follow their philosophies unquestioningly, and their lives walk on the quicksand of melancholy. But they see the new you, and it smashes all their philosophies to bits. They ask each other, how can he be so happy? How can he be so alive? But you know the truth. Their ambitions have consumed them while you look on life with youthful eyes and live in a child's paradise. Thank you for watching. Till next time, stay classy.